Welcome back. I am Opiate, and this is OP Gaming. Today I'm taking some time with Blade Runner, the 1997 point-and-click classic from Westwood Studios. It's based off the movie with the same name, and inspired by the book Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. I honestly can't say enough about this game. And keeping the recurring theme of my life of starting games and not finishing them, I've kept Blade Runner in my mind since the first time I booted it up. It was my first real take on the world of cyberpunk, dystopian future, overreaching corporations, AI. Alright, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I was familiar with all of those considering the game was released in 1997, not 1907, but never had a game come together in this fashion, and truly was the first time I played a game that left me actively thinking about it while not playing it. The story's labeled a sidequel. It takes place around the same time as the original movie. You're playing as Ray McCoy, a Blade Runner, tasked with finding out who was responsible for murdering rare animals. I mean, technically all animals are rare in this world, but this is how it starts. As your investigation ramps up, you are confronted with multiple options that lead to multiple endings, and these varying paths are all subtle, from stumbling onto a suspect too early to the order in which you ask questions. Depending on your actions, there are characters you'll have little to no contact with as well, all because you overlooked some random piece of evidence or decided to ask about something that effectively shut the conversation down. After finishing and seeing a couple endings, I looked up a guide and noticed that there are quite a few scenes and interactions I completely missed. This whole experience was exactly what I pictured a detective doing. Looking over clues, listening back to conversations, overanalyzing crime scene photos in hopes that something random would jump off the print and lead me to the next suspect. Playing this back then made me want to be a Blade Runner, working on solving these crimes of the future, trying to figure out if there were replicants among us, flying my cruiser around giant neon signs. Seriously, I can't even watch the movie without immediately wanting noodles. And all the nods to the movie are here too, and not just references like the noodle bar or mentioning the name Deckard. The actual actors return to voice their iconic characters. This is how I would want every crossover to be. Although not a one-to-one with the book. I mean, I have yet to see anybody reference the mood organ. I think Philip K. Dick would be proud that this was spawned from his ideas. Overall, I give this a 9 out of 10. After around 8 hours, I'd finished pointing and clicking. The only downside, really, is the graphics. I mean, these are really a blast from the past. I wish I still had my old CRT monitor, because on my current monitor, I can almost count the pixels. Luckily, the voices are really the savior of this classic. In 1997, this game was ahead of its time. Now, it kinda shows its age. Now, supposedly, there was an update in the works, a patch that would bring the visuals into this decade, but I can't find any new evidence that there's still progress being made. That being said, it's still a great game, and the nostalgia alone is worth the time spent. Down below you'll find the link to the game page on GOG, as well as background music. Be sure to like and subscribe, and as always, I am Opiate. Thanks for stopping by.